Welcome to the inner world of emotions.
Hello, everyone. We're back on another segment of Do You Feel Me? And oh, goodness, today, you know, let me just step back a little bit and let someone who's in front of me take over. I'll let you all learn just a little bit about the film, what it is about, how it was produced, and then we'll go from there.
Thank you, Dr. Freddie. I'm Randall J. Slavin. I'm the executive producer as well as a writer on CHRYSALIS, which is the opening ceremony feature film tonight. CHRYSALIS is the story of Sir Daniel Wynn, who was a war refugee from Vietnam. But it's really more about how family traditions, how family dysfunctions, how family separations, as well as being reunited. And it's also about how you can overcome the most distressing circumstances and actually make something positive with your life and turn your life into something constructive, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. And that is Sir Daniel's story in and of itself. The film really is something that speaks not only to war refugees, but immigrants of all kinds, and even those of us who grew up here, didn't come here from anywhere, but we all have grandmothers or somebody in our life that was a very special person that inspired us, that guided us, and it made us who we are today. And CHRYSALIS really is a celebration of Daniel's relationship with his grandmother. So the question of how do I feel about that emotionally? Daniel and I have been together for 31 years. We've been doing this film really for the past 2 to 3 years. And I had the honor of knowing his father before he passed, knowing his stepmother before she passed. I've even met his birth mother. And so I have, over the last 30 years with Daniel, I've heard all of these stories. And making this movie, watching these things play out in front of us on camera, brought a whole nother depth to those stories, brought a whole nother level of emotion to those stories. And being beside Daniel as he was essentially reliving these traumatic events from his childhood.
Can you tell us a little bit about, I know it's a little intimate, but you made it into a film, so take us there.
Daniel, as I said, most of the film takes place between the age of 6 and 9 for Daniel. When he was a child in Vietnam, his father went away to war and disappeared. His birth mother abandoned him. He was left to be cared for by his grandmother, who was herself in dire circumstances. So that relationship was one that was core to his being. It really is what defined him, and really is what helped him overcome all of these horrible, tragic circumstances. And it was based on that relationship, based on his the strength that he drew from her example, that he was able to overcome those things and become a very well-recognized, successful fine artist, a painter and a sculptor. And through his story and through the film, and through his art even, we're giving back to the community. We're saying, hey, here's another way to look at all of the bad things that have happened to you. Here's an inspiration for turning those things around and making something wonderful, something beautiful come out of those experiences.
Wow. That was so soothing, honest. You took us through a journey. And I only imagine watching the film, that same journey will appear. So for those who aren't fortunate to be here tonight, but who are very fortunate to be listening to your interview, how can they keep up with you, find the film? Help us out here. Bring us into your world.
Well, the film is actually, if you're in Vietnam, you'll be able to see it starting September 11th. It's releasing nationwide in Vietnam September 11th. If you miss tonight, the film will also be showing at the Viet Film Fest in October. There will be a screening at the Wallace Annenberg in collaboration with the Beverly Hills Film Festival and the Beverly Hills Fashion Week, also in October. And we're still planning the U.S. Premiere and general release, but we're thinking probably sometime in the spring, so bear with us.
So how can we keep up with you? May the audience get a chance to know a little bit about yourself, because you told the story. We want to know.
Well, you can go to the film's website, which is CHRYSALISmovie.com, or to my gallery's website, which is WhenSlavinFineArt.com.
Thank you so much, Lucy. It was such an honor to interview you. You take good care now.
Thank you so much, Dr. Freddie.